Hey carpet cleaners, John here, and in this video I'm interviewing Jeremy Kaufman of High Tech Professional Carpet Care and hearing his incredible story of how he lost his parents sadly to cancer but decided to pick up their carpet cleaning business, which had been sitting dormant for years, and turn it into the success that it is today. It's a truly remarkable story of strength. It's really inspirational, and I'm sure you are really going to enjoy it. If you've never heard of me before, my name's John Williams and I run a company called Ads Grow Business, and we specialize in one industry and one industry only, the carpet cleaning industry. And we specialize in one thing only, getting carpet cleaning businesses like yours booked out with jobs using our specialist digital marketing program. And I'm on a personal mission to try and help as many carpet cleaning businesses not just survive but thrive, whether that's through working with us on a one-on-one basis in our program or through this YouTube channel. So let's dive right in and check out the interview. So on today's show, we have our main man, Jeremy Kaufman from High Tech Professional Carpet Care, based out of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. He's been with us a little while, and recently I was chatting to him on the phone, and he was telling me a little bit about his story, about how he started his carpet cleaning business. It's quite a remarkable story. I found to be really inspiring, and I wanted to share it with all the viewers that follow us on YouTube and across social media. Without further ado, Jeremy, can you kind of tell us sort of like what year you started your carpet cleaning business, the circumstances leading up to it, surrounding it, what you were doing before you started your business, what made you decide to start up? Basically, tell us the story of when, why, and how you started High Tech. Take it away.
Yeah, so basically got the business kind of up and running between 2015 and 2016. My family was in the industry, cleaning. Prior to this, my parents actually, developed cancer, and my dad's business took a huge hit, and the back cancer battles led to loss of business, loss of everything. So after that, I kind of decided to pick up after they passed away. I was previously helping them a little bit, but basically in the restaurant business, general managing. And after they passed away, I just felt like I should pick up and see what I can do with it. So I picked up the business basically, from scratch, because everything was lost, because it was years and years of, illness. So there was no work, and I started to pick up, and I started, doing my first year, and just trying to pick up, see if there's any old customers, trial and error with some smidge advertising that didn't really work. And then leading up to that, I started to make a little bit of growth, after the first year, second year, and so on and so forth. But it's been a steady uphill progress.
How long was it dormant for, the business, like when your parents weren't operating it before you took it over? Like 5 years, 2 years? How long was it sort of sitting there for?
So it was probably sitting there, honestly, a few years, because it was first my dad, when he had got cancer, passed away. And then shortly after that, I tried to pick up a little bit, but unfortunately, my mom developed the cancer. So it was a good 2 to 3 years of just me just trying to keep income flowing, hoping they were going to recover, from their battles, but unfortunately did not. So
Right. So then you then took it over properly. You went all in. You decided to go sort of all in on it. What made you kind of think, right, I'm getting out of the restaurant game and let's give this a shot, all in, like all or nothing? What kind of made you have that kind of mindset?
One, I was working my butt off, but two, I was thinking, I need leverage to be able to take care of my family. And being a business owner, being in the carpet cleaning business, gave me the opportunity to provide care, and try to build a business, opposed to working, under someone else,
Absolutely.
being on call 24 hours a day at a 24-hour restaurant for all sorts of
Absolutely.
issues. I did not have the leverage to be able to take care of, mom and dad, and also, schedule jobs when I can, acquire them at that time.
And I guess you already had the equipment and the van there, right? So it's kind of pretty straightforward in terms of like picking it up.
I had some things in place, but I definitely had to, times were changing, so I had to adjust. So I had to, I had to change some things, edit some things, and just kind of, pick up,
So obviously after your parents sadly passed away, then so you had that first year really by yourself in business. At this point, it's just you didn't have any technicians. It's you on your own, right?
It was just me and my own, and I had a friend of mine who would help me periodically here and there. That was a family friend because he saw what I was going through. Whenever I needed, if I acquired a big job, I'd have a little bit of help, but it was just me, 24 hours a day, either trying to make a little money to help out the family and, also have the time to be there to take care of them when I had the time.
So that first year was really bit, it sounds to me like quite a bit of a struggle on your own.
That first year was a complete struggle. It was a complete struggle. I mean, there wasn't really any money made. It was just a complete struggle, totally.
But I guess that's like kudos to you for like sticking with it, being so determined, like not giving up and sticking with it. So like huge, like big high five to you on that. I come across so many people that are trying to start their own business, whether it's a carpet cleaning business, whether it's an online business, like an advertising business, like what we do. And the reason why so many people fail is they don't realize, look, man, it's hard work. And you might fail a few times before you have success. And it's the people that don't give up, they're the winners at the end of the day.
It's the failures that make your lessons. You got to fail to win. What's funny is when I was little or when I was getting older, I used to see my dad go out as I was getting into my older years, and I used to say, I wish I had a business or whatever. And I said, if you just give me your truck, I would be fine, because my whole family owned businesses. But once I got the time to actually get the truck and get it, I found out it wasn't as easy as I thought. When I was younger, I was like, yeah, just give me that. I could do it. I could, I could acquire customers like this, but it wasn't as easy as I thought.
Absolutely. So after that kind of first year, start to tell us about kind of like, let's talk about the second year, that third year business, sort of like, let's talk about the progress then from that year one. Tell us about how things started to improve and like the journey.
Yeah. So things started to improve as, I started to hustle a little bit, whether it's, going in, door to door. I kind of got lucky. I actually rented a car. My car went in, so I had to rent a car from Enterprise, and I saw, a dirty car, and I returned it. I said, man, I could make your seats look good. And I met a young manager there, and he's like, all right, we'll give you a try. And that guy, I kind of got in the door there, and I ended up acquiring a decent account with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, so which was nice, just cleaning cars. Now, it was a little bit of a drive, some days where it's like, oh, I wish I could have made more, but it was a good way to get some consistent work, from there on out. But then again, I also tried the things with the advertising, trial and error, and lost, I'd make a little money, and then I tried all these different companies, Hibu, Yodel, all these different, companies of advertising with their little, programs or to pay clicks and all this stuff. And it did not work out. I lost thousands and thousands, but I just kept starting hustling. Like I said, Enterprise, went in door to door, passing out cards, word of mouth.
Grinding, just hardcore grinding, going out there, basically making your own success, which is a really amazing, valuable lesson there, that you are in control of your own destiny. You decide how successful you are or you're not. And it's all about how much hustle, grind, and hard work you're willing to put in. And the guy that's prepared to go the extra 10%, the extra 100 miles, man, he's the guy that's going to win at the end of the day. Yeah. And that's what you did. And this leads really nicely into sort of tell us about sort of, the story around sort of like you signing up for us and the impact that had on your business and all of that.
So, like I said, as I progressed on, year 3, year 4, was, getting some growth or whatever. But, I ended up moving, I had twins. I ended up moving different area and everything like that. And then, going into, pre-COVID and during COVID, and, business was taking a huge hit, even before then. I just, was like, where can I get jobs? What can I do? Let me try this. So I try this, fail, try this, not get a lot of, income, end up wasting money. And then when I got on with you guys, I was very skeptical, didn't want to spend any money. I was like, oh my God, I tried one thing with someone at Facebook before and it completely failed. And, tried something with Google and it failed. But anyway, I was like, all right, should I try it? Should I not? It took me a week of debating, talking to, my friends or whoever. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a go. And I got to say, within the first 24 to 48 hours of signing up, I mean, it was just boom, it was nonstop coming in for me. And the best part about it is it was in my complete slow season. It was in, like the January, February, where usually I don't expect much, especially in my area, but I mean, that February was the best February I ever had. and the summer I couldn't even keep up. I was like, yeah, it was, with answering the messages, the phone calls, replying to all the clients that you guys were providing. I mean, it was overwhelming, but it's a good overwhelming, so I
Absolutely.
just had to adjust how to get to everybody accordingly, in
Awesome,
time.
awesome, awesome. So that's amazing, and it's amazing that we've been able to kind of obviously do that for you. That's part of what gets me out of bed in the morning, to know that we've had such a positive impact on people's lives and on people's businesses. It means that for me, it's great to be able to do something positive in the universe and give something back. So that's awesome. Amazing stuff, amazing story. And right now, kind of like in terms of like expansion and stuff like that, kind of where are you at right now in terms of the business?
Oh, so yeah, no, definitely. My plan is to, to start operating, getting, another van, expanding and stuff like that. It's just, having the right people to run it.
Absolutely.
That's
That's the
it.
trick, man.
Yeah, especially during these times. But yeah, is the business there? Yeah. Is the growth there? Yeah. And, just going to keep moving on forward from here.
Awesome, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So really, just to kind of finish up, what would be the number one piece of advice you would give to other carpet cleaners that are starting out watching this video? Because there's a lot of people out there that are in that same position that you were in, when you first started. And obviously, we can talk about like sign up with AGB and all the rest of it, but that's really not the purpose of this video. Outside of that, what's the number one value bomb you can drop on this video that's really going to help these guys in terms of like general kind of business advice?
I would say you just have to be driven. Everyone can get motivated when they start a business, but motivation comes and goes. When you're driven, you're just going to keep driving through your obstacles. And, that's a number one thing. You got to, failure, you got to take it as a learning curve. You got to take it as you're actually succeeding, because that's, once you fail once at something you try, you realize, all right, I gotta do something different. So I would say just being completely driven and not giving up, hard work, and obviously, the right advertising like I picked with you guys. But that is definitely my number one thing, is you just have to really stay driven and be passionate about what you do.
I think it is a person as well. Like when you've been through like a lot of stuff, certainly like what you went through, which I won't wish on anybody in the world, when that success does eventually come, you get such a huge sense of achievement, I think. And I think as well, it really strengthens you as a character as well, because if you can kind of like get through that and like survive, and like you can go through the hard times and like come out the other end and be successful, then you kind of really like anything's possible then at that point, right?
It really is. When I was younger, and I used to say, man, I'm never going to be like, my grandpa who was running a business, never going to be like my dad who's running a business. And to be honest with you, I grew a business during some of my hardest times. I lost both my parents, ending up having twins with someone, ended up, having a split up, and having to reconstruct just everything.
And COVID as well, lest we not forget,
And COVID. I mean, if you could come through, losing your parents, having to move into a different area, going through COVID and still succeed, I mean, anything's possible.
It gives you so much strength and so much power moving forward. And you also realize that when like small things happen, it's no big deal, man. The kind of things that people like freak out about that are like really tiny and not important, it kind of definitely gives you kind of clarity over all that kind of stuff. So anyway, Jeremy, listen, it's been amazing to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming on and kind of telling us your story. If anyone wants to reach out to Jeremy, you'll be able to find him online over at High Tech Carpet Cleaning Wisconsin. So carpet cleaners, I really hope that you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button so that you get notified when the next video comes out. And if you would like to find out a little bit more about working with us on a one-on-one basis, head down to the description of this video where you'll find a link where you'll be able to find out more about that and schedule a call. Speak to you soon. Cheers.